Welcome to Healthier Daily. I am Dr. Ben Carter. I want you to be honest with me for a moment. Think about this morning. Think about that exact moment when you first opened your eyes and put your feet on the floor. Did you feel ready to go? Did you feel light or did you feel heavy? Did your knees hesitate before they took your weight? Did your head feel like it was full of cotton wool? For millions of people over 60, the morning does not feel like a fresh start. It feels like a struggle. And the tragedy is that most people just accept it. They say, well, I am getting older. This is just how it is. I am here to tell you that is not true. That heaviness is not because of the year on your birth certificate. It is because of what you are putting on your breakfast plate. The breakfast that you have trusted for 30 or 40 years. The toast, the cereal, the juice, it might have worked when you were young, but now it is quietly draining your battery before the day even begins. To help us understand why our bodies change so much after 60, Dr. Hinohara is here. Dr. Hinohara, you have a philosophy about this that I think changes everything. You say we are treating our bodies like the wrong kind of machine.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yes. It is a case of mistaken identity. I ask my patients to look in the mirror and see themselves not as an old car that is breaking down, but as a priceless classic car, a vintage Rolls-Royce. When you were 20 years old, you were a sports car. You were fast. You were resilient. You could pour the cheapest, dirtiest gasoline into the tank and the engine would burn it up and keep running. You could get away with it. But now, you are a classic. You are more valuable. But your engine is different now. It is more sensitive. The filters are a little more delicate. The carburetor needs a specific mixture. If you take a beautiful classic car and you pour cheap, dirty fuel into it, what happens? The engine knocks. The pipes get clogged with sludge. It stalls in the driveway. This is what is happening to you. You are eating dirty fuel, the sugar, the processed flour, and your engine is knocking. That is the pain in your joints. That is the fog in your brain. It is not age. It is the wrong fuel mix.
That is the perfect way to see it. And that is what we are going to fix today. The opponent's video gave you a list of foods, but we are going to give you the premium fuel protocol. We are going to open up the hood of your car and show you exactly how to get it running smooth again. We are going to identify the 4 dirty fuels that are gumming up your engine, and we are going to replace them with 4 premium additives that will clean the lines and fire up the pistons. We will show you how to fix the exhaustion, how to clear the fog, and how to protect the engine for the long haul. Before we start, I want to hear from you. Do you feel that morning heaviness? Do you feel like your engine is just idling low? If you want to change that, please type the word energy in the comments below. We want to know you are with us. And if you are ready to upgrade your fuel and start running like a classic, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Let us go to the gas station.
Welcome back. We are standing at the gas pump. We are about to fuel up your classic car for the day. Now, imagine there is a pump labeled cheap ethanol mix. It is sweet. It smells good. It is very cheap. But the mechanic warns you, if you put this in a vintage engine, it will turn into tar inside the pipes. It will make the pistons sticky. Would you put it in your car? Of course not. You would ruin the engine. And yet, this is exactly what millions of seniors eat for breakfast. This dirty fuel is sugar and refined starch.
That is the perfect description, and this brings us to the first two foods you must stop eating immediately. Enemy 1, sugary cereals and pastries. Enemy 2, white bread and bagels. Let's look at the pastries first, the muffins, the cinnamon rolls, the colorful cereals. We know they have sugar, but here is the biological reason why they are poisonous to a senior. It is a process called glycation. Think of it as internal caramelization. When you flood your blood with sugar, that sugar is sticky. It travels through your body and literally sticks to your proteins, your joints, your arteries, your skin. It turns your flexible soft tissues into hard, brittle rock candy. That stiffness you feel in the morning, that is the sugar gumming up the gears. It is biological rust.
It creates a sticky engine. The parts cannot move smoothly, but Dr. Ben, the second enemy, is even trickier. It does not taste sweet. It tastes like toast.
Exactly. This is white bread and bagels. You might think it's just toast. It's harmless. But to your body, white flour is sugar. It is just sugar molecules holding hands. As soon as it hits your saliva, it breaks apart. It hits your bloodstream like a flash fire. And this is the problem with the classic car. When you were 20, you had a high-performance carburetor, your pancreas. It could handle a flash fire. It could pump out insulin fast enough to manage that sugar spike. But after 60, your carburetor is older. It is slower. When you eat a bagel, your blood sugar skyrockets. Your pancreas panics. It floods the engine with insulin. And then, about 2 hours later, the fire goes out. The crash. This is that feeling at 10:30 a.m. where you suddenly feel tired, foggy or hangry, hungry and angry. Your engine has stalled.
You see, you started the day with a flash fire, and now you are left with smoke and ash. You have inflamed your joints' glycation, and you have stalled your energy, the crash. We must stop putting this dirty fuel in the tank. It is ruining the ride. But there is another type of fuel that is even worse. It doesn't just gum up the engine. It actively corrodes the fuel lines. Welcome back. We have removed the sugar and starch, the sticky tar from the fuel tank. But now we must deal with the second class of dirty fuel. These are not just sticky. They are corrosive. They are like pouring acid into your fuel lines. They eat away at the metal. They harden the rubber hoses. I am talking about processed meats and fruit juice.
That is exactly right. Let's start with enemy 2 processed meats. This is your bacon, your sausage, your deli ham. We love them. They are salty and savory, but chemically they are a disaster for a senior heart. Here is the science, the corrosion sodium. These meats are loaded with sodium. When you flood your blood with salt, it pulls water into your arteries. The pressure rises, the pipes expand. This causes hypertension, high blood pressure. It stiffens the arteries over time. The poison nitrates. They are preserved with nitrates. When you cook them, especially frying bacon, these turn into nitrosamines. The World Health Organization classifies these as carcinogens. They damage the lining of your gut and your blood vessels. You are literally eating corrosive pipes for breakfast.
And now, the most surprising enemy, the one that wears a health halo. Enemy 4, fruit juice, orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. You think it's fruit. It's healthy. But Dr. Ben, what happens when you squeeze the juice out of the fruit?
You remove the fiber. You remove the brake pedal. Without fiber, fruit juice is just liquid fructose. Fructose is a very specific type of sugar. It goes straight to your liver. Your liver is the oil filter of your car. When you flood it with liquid fructose, it gets overwhelmed. It cannot process it fast enough, so it turns that sugar directly into fat. This is the fast track to fatty liver disease and high triglycerides.
Think of it. You are clogging your oil filter liver and hardening your fuel lines arteries before 9 a.m. This is why you feel tired. Your engine is struggling to breathe.
So we have cleared the tank. No sugar, no starch, no processed meat, no juice. The tank is empty. It is clean. Now, we need to fill it with premium fuel. We need fuel that burns clean, burns hot, and protects the engine while it runs. We need rocket fuel for your muscles.
We love our Healthier Daily family, and it brings us great joy to see our community grow. We would be so grateful if you would tell us in the comments, what country or what state here in the U.S. are you watching from today? We read them all, and it inspires us. Welcome back. We have successfully emptied the tank, the sticky sugar, the corrosive salt, the liquid fat. It is all gone. The tank is clean. Now we must fill it with premium fuel. Remember, your classic car is heavy. It is solid. It needs power to move. We need a fuel that ignites the engine, starts your metabolism, and rebuilds the pistons, your muscles at the same time. We need rocket fuel.
That is the perfect analogy, and this brings us to our first two premium additives. These are the foods that provide the raw power. Solution 1, eggs. Solution 2, Greek yogurt. Let's start with the egg. In the automotive world, this is like high-octane racing fuel. The opponent's video called it nature's perfect package, and they are right. An egg contains 6 grams of protein, but more importantly, it contains leucine. Leucine is the spark plug. It is the specific amino acid that tells your muscle cells, wake up, start building. For a senior engine that is prone to stalling muscle loss, you need that spark every morning. And there is a bonus additive, choline. Choline is fuel for your brain's electrical system. It helps your nerves fire faster. It clears the morning fog instantly.
But, Dr. Ben, some engines need a softer start. Some engines have trouble digesting heavy fuel. This is where Greek yogurt comes in.
Exactly. This is solution 2, plain Greek yogurt. Think of this as pre-mixed fuel. As we age, our stomach acid gets weaker. Digesting a steak or even eggs can sometimes feel heavy. Greek yogurt is already partially broken down, fermented. It is easy on the system, but it packs a massive punch, double the protein of regular yogurt. And it contains probiotics. These are the mechanics that live in your fuel tank, your gut. They clean the filters and keep the lines open. So you have the spark eggs and the mechanics yogurt. This is the foundation of power. Your engine is running strong, but a running engine gets hot. It generates friction. If you don't have oil to lubricate it, and if you don't have a filter to catch the dirt, the engine will seize up.
We need the maintenance fluids. We need to protect the heart of the car. Welcome back. Our engine is running. We have the rocket fuel, eggs, and yogurt to power the pistons. But power is nothing without protection. A classic car needs premium oil to lubricate the moving parts. And it needs a clean oil filter to trap the sludge before it destroys the engine. In your body, the oil is healthy fat, and the filter is fiber.
This brings us to our final two solutions. These are the maintenance fluids that keep your engine running smooth for 100,000 more miles. Solution 3, oatmeal the filter. Solution 4, berries and nuts, the oil and polish. Let's start with oatmeal. You might think oatmeal is boring, but for a senior heart, it is a miracle technology. It contains a special fiber called beta-glucan. Think of beta-glucan as a microscopic sponge in your fuel line. As it travels through your digestion, it soaks up the sludge LDL cholesterol that is trying to clog your arteries. It traps it and carries it out of the body. The opponent's video mentioned a 5 to 10% drop in LDL. That is significant. It is like changing your oil filter every morning.
But oatmeal alone is dry. An engine needs oil. It needs to be slick.
That is where nuts come in. Walnuts, almonds, pecans. These are packed with omega-3 fatty acids. This is the premium oil. It reduces friction inflammation. It keeps the arteries flexible. It protects the electrical system, your brain, from short-circuiting. And finally, the berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Think of these as the fuel injector cleaner. They are packed with antioxidants. They scrub away the carbon buildup, oxidative stress on your cells. They keep the engine clean and shiny on the inside.
So imagine your new breakfast. A bowl of warm oatmeal the filter, topped with walnuts the oil, and blueberries the cleaner. This is not just food. This is a complete engine tune-up. Now, you have the list. Avoid the dirty fuel, choose the premium fuel, but how do you put this together? I want to give you a diagnostic menu. You do not need to guess. You need to pick the breakfast that fixes your specific engine problem.
So let's take a step back and look at the restoration project we have started today. We face the hard truth, the dirty fuel, the toast, the cereal, the juice was gumming up your engine, corroding your lines and causing your classic car to stall. The opponent's video gave you a list of foods, but now you have the premium fuel protocol. You understand the mechanics: stop the rust, eliminate sugar and white flour to stop glycation, clean the lines, eliminate processed meats and juice to lower pressure and protect the liver. Add rocket fuel, use eggs and Greek yogurt to fire up the piston's muscles. Change the oil and filters, use oatmeal, nuts and berries to keep the system clean and lubricated.
This is the difference between filling your stomach and tuning your engine. When you choose the right breakfast, you're not just eating. You're deciding how your car will run for the rest of the day. Will it sputter and stall, or will it purr and glide? Now I want to give you the diagnostic menu. You don't need to guess. Listen to your engine. How does it feel right now? Scenario 1. The weak engine, low energy muscle loss. Your breakfast. The muscle morning plate. The fuel 3 scrambled eggs. Plus a side of Greek yogurt. Why you need maximum spark leucine to wake up the strength. Scenario 2. The clogged lines. High cholesterol, heart issues. Your breakfast. The heart healthy bowl. The fuel steel cut. Oatmeal plus walnuts plus blueberries plus cinnamon. Why you need the filters, beta-glucan, and the premium oil omega-3s to clean out the sludge. Scenario 3, the rough idle digestion issues, bloating. Your breakfast, the gentle start. The fuel plain Greek yogurt plus soft raspberries plus slivered almonds. Why you need the mechanics probiotics to fix the tank before you drive.
It is simple, it is logical, and it changes everything. You are not old and broken. You are a classic. You are valuable. You deserve the premium fuel. If this classic car metaphor finally made sense of breakfast for you, please do us a great favor and hit that like button. It helps us reach more seniors who are running on empty. And please share this video. We all have a friend who starts their day with a bagel and wonders why they need a nap at 11:00 a.m. You could be the one to give them the owner's manual they need. If you are not yet part of our Healthier Daily community, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We are committed to bringing you these deep dive science-backed systems every single week. And for our final mechanics question, which diagnostic menu does your engine need tomorrow morning? Do you need the muscle plate, the heart bowl, or the gentle start? We would love to read your plan in the comments below. And as always, a final critical reminder. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have kidney disease, you must monitor your protein intake, eggs, yogurt. If you are diabetic, oatmeal is healthy, but portion size matters. Please always consult with your own doctor or a registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet.
Thank you for joining us. Treat your body like the treasure it is. Give it the best fuel. Be wise. Be well.